Adagiorum Maxime Vulgarium Thesaurus, Episode 13. This is entry number 20 from Laura Gibbs' volume Brevissimi, Very Short Latin Poems, or Tiny Latin Poems. It is once again an elegiac couplet, and it's taken from Michael Varinus, 1469 to 1487. That's sometime when he wrote it, within that approximately 18-year space, and published in his Distica, that is, two-line poems. It goes like this: Di vitii non sunt argenti, pondus et aurdri, virtutes verdras, accipedi vitias. So the first line, once again, is hexameter, because this is an elegiac couplet, and the second line is a pentameter, or a double hemiepes. That is, the first line has all dactyls and spondees, and the second line has dactyls, spondees, and half feet. So let's look more closely at the meter. It goes like this: Di witi, so that's a dactyl; I known, that's a spondee; sunt are, that's a spondee; genti, spondee; pondus et, dactyl; aurdri, like so. So that's the hexameter line. The second line is virtutes verdras. So that's spondee, spondee, and then half foot. Then we have the strong break, the diaresis, and then accipe, which is a dactyl; di witi, another dactyl, and then as, the half foot. So once again, di vitii non sunt argenti, pondus et aurdri, virtutes verdras, accipe di vitias. So now what does it mean? Duitii, riches. This is feminine, plural, and nominative. It's the subject of sunt. Riches are not of silver the weight and of gold. So pondus here is neuter singular and nominative. It's a third declension noun, pondus ponderus. It is the predicate of duitii. So he is saying, Varinus is saying, riches are not the weight. Duitii non sunt pondus. And what about argenti and aurdri? These are both neuter singular and genitive, and these nouns are patterning with pondus. So riches are not measured by the amount or the weight of one's silver and the weight of one's gold, argenti et auri. Then the second line, virtutes verdras and divitias, all three of these are feminine, plural, and accusative. So accipe here is our verb, second singular, present, imperative, and active. It's a present imperative active from the third conjugation io verb, accipio, like so, accipio, accipere. So understand, accept the fact that, take it as true that virtutes, virtues, feminine plural accusative, virtues are true wealth, verdras divitias, also feminine plural and accusative. Now there's a little bit of confusion here, or deliberate ambiguity, because we don't know whether verdras goes with virtutes or whether it goes with divitias. If we take it with virtutes, then the meaning would be receive the fact or understand that true virtues, virtutes veras, is wealth. But if we take verdras with divitias, then we would have to say that understand or receive the fact that virtues are true wealth, veras divitias. So that's a deliberate kind of ambiguity that Latin is able to achieve. Because the gender of virtutes and divitias is both feminine, the adjective veras placed between them, we don't know which one it's going with. Now, typically in Latin, the noun precedes its adjective. Unlike English, this is the pattern, noun then adjective. But that rule is not so carefully observed in poetry. So we really don't know whether veras patterns with virtutes or with divitias. This kind of ambiguity is deliberate on the part of Varinus, and I think that it's charming. Finally, notice some of the construction. Divitii is the first word of the couplet, and divitias, same word but in a different case, is the last word in the couplet. Isn't that interesting? The couplets lend themselves to this kind of parallelism. Divitii, by the way, is a collective noun. It's first conjugation, but it occurs only in the plural. Divitii, divitiardrum, feminine. We describe it as riches, or perhaps in the singular as wealth. So we would say wealth is, even though sunt is plural, because duitiae is a collective idea.
Thank you so much for watching this free video. I hope that you learned a lot about the classical languages and advanced your knowledge and enjoyment. You can help us keep going with this instruction if you like this video and subscribe to the channel. We've had hundreds of thousands of views in the last 9 years, and we would really like to grow our number of subscribers. If you hit the little bell, you will be notified every time we release a brand new free instructional video. You can also check out one of my Latin or Greek courses at LatinPerDiem.com or mossmethod.com. Check the links if you'd like to study Latin and Greek with me directly. So keep learning, and vale tote omnes.